Hello, everybody. So it's Black Cat Badger here. So yeah. Should we just get into it and show our boy Upchurch some love? Yes, we shall. So that being said, it's Ryan Upchurch, the Other Country Boy official music video. Bub, I've been looking forward to this. I have been for a few days now. Let's hear it.
See the silhouette underneath the street light glow, leaned against a caddy on a riverside road, alone and lurking, walking purpose. Even though I'm lonely and the crickets keep me chirping, a lightning bug sits with me on my shoulder, reminding me of how I'll shine.
That's me on the weekends, isn't it? Everything church does is relatable to like regular, normal, like just good folk. Everything. And I love how it's like, I love the label on the jug and everything. I love it.
Shine when I'm older, but for now, I'm a floor full of ashes in a 90 model car, a couple missing teeth from chewing back a too long, fire wet gas, my attitude's no act, the trouble was my middle name, it will fit my ass, in a world where the music scene is planned down, paid for. I'm covered up, but not on the cover song. I'm the other country boy. Picture perfect, I never learned it. What does that mean? Who's the judge and verdict? No one. They just think they are. My life's sweet, give me a mason jar.
Let's go back to that, man. Let's go back. How many of us have done this number? How many? I guarantee you I've been one of them. So, hey, look, I'm rewinding it for y'all. To be honest, how many of us has this been?
Country boy.
Specifically men. Specifically, right? Because we're the ones doing the dumb stuff more often than not and having a good time. He does this perfectly. Church, you're asking, about picture perfect. That's you. That's you, bub. That's you. This is picture perfect. You can make a freaking movie from these scenes.
Picture perfect, I never learned it. What does that mean? Who's the judge and verdict? No one.
He said, picture perfect, I never learned it. Who is the judge and verdict? No one. No one, and he's right. He's right. It is no one. No one but ourselves. We're harshest on ourselves, it turns out. That's just how that shit goes. And he is exemplifying it beautifully here.
They just think they are. My life's sweet, give me a mason jar, a few wooden planks, some wouldn't call a porch. Living out anthems to be the torch for the imperfect girls and the boys like I once was. Imperfect is perfect if you ask someone like us. I'm a floor full of ashes in a 90 model car. missing teeth from chewing back at too long. Fire with gas, my attitude's no act. Trouble was my middle name, it will fit my ass. In a world where the music scene is planned and paid for, I'm covered up and not on the cover of some. I'm the other country boy.
Church already gave us a bit of a rundown of them lyrics. He already did. In one of the last videos he did, he gave us a little bit of a rundown. Explained to us that it means that, you know, he doesn't need to be on a cover of nothing. He doesn't want to be. Because he's covered by, right? The cover is in the heads of everybody that listens to his music. We make that cover. You understand? Just like we play memories in our own heads. Church. When we think of church, we all have a cover of him in our head. That's what that means. Wreck, son. Wreck. But in a soft way for this song. If you know, you know.
The other country boy. I've gone head to head with the biggest names. Got golds and platinums on my wall and frames. Talk raw to the stars, they ain't shooting a thing. No EQ to give me around here twang.
What am I supposed to add to this except to say what he said in the beginning, picture perfect, and then what he said in this last stanza, what he said about being covered this last time he did the chorus. This is us. This is all of us. And this is church. He personifies it. I can't think of anything more than that to add to this. Like, there's so many times where I cover a church and I'm just at a loss for words. I tell you what, though. I would be his personal security for free to get guitar lessons from him, to get lessons about songwriting, to just like be taught and mentored by him. I'd be his personal security for free. I would. Absolutely. Because he literally is he's one of them that like appears once in like 1,000 years or something like that. You know, people can't compare him to nobody today. They can't. They literally can't. Because he's literally the collective personification of us.
Came natural, Music City is my real birthplace. Tell the tourists if they're wildin', better pump and brake. So you're gonna see a man that ain't playing standing in a bar. He's one of us, and also a country star. He's a floor full of ashes in a 90 model car. Couple missing teeth from chewing back at too long. Fire with the gas, attitude no act. Trouble was his middle name, it would fit his ass. In a world where the music scene is planned and paid for.
In a world where the music scene is planned and paid for. Facts, y'all. I mean, look at all the stuff that's happened. Every time church is taking on anybody, they go and sign with someone else. Every damn time. Every damn time. And it freaking hurts to see. It does. I like church. Like I said before, I'll say it again because it's true. There ain't nothing he's ever done that I don't enjoy consistently. Every time he adds like new music, I've got like a Spotify playlist with all of his music on it that I use when I do like my 6-hour workouts, right? Or if I'm just, you know, feeling alone and my son's not here and I take a drive around the city, I turn on church. I turn him on. And I listen to him. I will literally drive all the way. Sometimes I'll drive all the way up into New Mexico and Arizona. Just driving. Listening to church. You know, hearing his music, feeling it, thinking about it in my head. You know, or sometimes I'll drive to I'll drive all the way to Laredo and I'll come back. And I'll do that in a weekend. Just driving, listening to church. People think it's a waste of gas, but I account for it, okay? I'm a brokey. I have to account for everything. Every expenditure. I have to think about it. And part of my expenditure is just enjoying my time to myself as much as I can. You know, so in those moments when I feel the most alone, the most desolate and isolated, depressed, whatever, I turn on some church. I turn on Ryan's music. And it's like a saving grace. Right? Now, I'll admit, I kind of use it as a crutch. Because anytime I hear music from Ryan, it lifts me up. It really does. And then I come back, I start the week all over again, and I start the grind. And I start the whatever else I'm doing. You know, like I've said before, church is a light in the darkness. Not just for everybody else, but for me personally. He seriously is. Because he's the personification of me and everyone else. It's not just blowing fluff and smoke up his butt. It is true. And the only way you can understand it is if you feel it yourself. If you listen to his music, you can relate to it. You know, you listen to his lyrics, right? You hear and listen and understand the lyrics behind everything. And you go through it, and then you realize, actually, a lot of this is real life. It ain't no pop country garbage. It ain't no mainstream country crap. It's real. So yeah, there y'all have it. Let's go.
He's covered by us, but not on the cover song. He's the other country boy. I'm the other country boy.
This is what we all want, my man. This is what all of us men want. All of us men want, well, this, where we can have our like crazy night. We can have like our night to us for a moment or two. We can go unwind. Or we can go out somewhere to unleash the crazy, right? And then come back home, kick the boots off, have all our clothes on still, and we just check out knowing that it's a guarantee, a promise, a sure thing that we're going to have this when we get home. Man, I don't know any men that don't want that. And yeah, everybody's going to be like, but Badger, you have like 4 or 5 different women that take you out all the time. Well, that's a different thing, my dude. That's a different thing. Not one of them would settle down. Not one of them would decide to make a home. You know, I like them. I enjoy spending some time with them. We have some fun, but none of them are wives. Not a single one. Unfortunately. much to my consternation. But you know what? I'm just allowing the F boy to deal with them, essentially. I think that's what they call it now. But yeah, nothing beats this. You come home and you got a girl guaranteed to be there waiting for you, waiting on you, and who's just gonna throw them covers on when you get home and you're tuckered out from, unleashing the beast. Nothing beats that. That's why Ryan is like it's one of so many damn reasons Ryan is like, he's like the epitome of that light in the darkness for so many of us. Even me. And I'm older than Ryan. What have I done with my life? Well, okay. I've been divorced twice and it wasn't my decision to make. So maybe I'm the better person. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Man, Ryan, you know what? I gotta leave a comment here. Of course I'm gonna like it. It's Ryan. Ryan, you released nothing but bangers. But this just exemplifies, I'm fucking that up, exemplifies you consistently going above every time. Please, I implore you, keep on. And I actually doubt he's ever going to see that one, but you know what? And look, understand for me, y'all. Understand for me. For me, it's not like a fanboy type of thing, right? It's not. First time I heard church, shit hit the fan. So for me, it's a bit different. For a lot of other people, they're mostly fans, right? Which there's nothing wrong with that. But for me, this is going to sound really dumb, but whatever. For me, it was something a bit beyond, because I heard the lyrics, I started to pay more attention to it, and I started to really understand. And then, well, he's the light in the darkness. He is. For me specifically, not that he made the music for me specifically. Some people are going to say some dumb stuff like that. I guarantee you. That's not what I mean. What I mean is that, well, what I said earlier. I can turn on church no matter what else is going on in my life. And it's going to make things a lot better just hearing him talk about reality in real life. I'm not even a real country boy. I come from the city. I just hung out with a lot of country boys while I was in the Army. So here I am now. But yeah, there we go, folks. There we go. Ryan Upchurch, the other country boy, another masterpiece. Another masterpiece. But what did y'all think? What did y'all think? Y'all let me know in the comments down below. All right, you know what time it is. Actually, I don't even feel like saying anything. You know, my channel isn't worth much. It's really not. So, yeah, I'll just say the last thing I usually say. Be good. Seriously, be good. There's enough of us suffering and hurting out here. So just try to be good. Be safe. Don't compromise safety and security, no matter where you are or what you do. And make good life for yourselves, or at least the best you can for now. We don't know what's going to happen in the next second, minute, hour, day, week, month, year. We have no idea. And disaster is only ever a second away, so make the best of it now. That being said, I'm going to go and tear apart some mainstream music next. And, yeah. Thank you, Ryan. Seriously. Thank you. Badger out.